breathing but seems to be unconscious, Doctor.
Let's administer the Glasgow Coma Scale to see what his current condition is.
Motor responses?
Negative.
Verbal response?
Negative.
Ability to open eyes?
Negative. Well, I'd say in his current state he resides at a 9 on the Glasgow Coma Scale, where 3 is severe and 15 is mild degree of cerebral dysfunction. How is the accident patient Joe looking?
He's currently in the MRI, and the results show that he has substantial damage to the core of his brainstem, specifically the upper pontine tegmentum, which involves damage to the raphe nucleus, locus coeruleus, and lateral dorsal tegmental nucleus.
I was hoping that would not be the result.
I also ran an EEG with him, and it shows that based on the SINET classification system that Joe is displaying an abnormal mixture of the delta and theta waves, which explains why he's not reactive.
Good work, Intern Max. Now we must inform the family of the unfortunate condition of the relative Joe. I'm sorry to inform you, but Joe's accident has caused him to fall into a coma.
Oh, how do you know he's not just sleeping?
Well, the biology and physiology of sleep and coma are different. To begin with, the EEG shows that Joe has no sleep-wake cycle, which is seen in a person in a comatose state. Furthermore, sleep is a reversible state, unlike coma. Also, Joe feels no pain, and if he was conscious, he'd have a normal pain response.
Oh, I see.
It may look like he's sleeping because the behavior appears the same, but the state of the brain is quite different. While sleeping, the brain is active, consumes energy, and is restorative, but coma doesn't reflect these properties. Most importantly, coma is not regulated with our biological clocks.
Okay, what is going to happen to him? Will he recover?
That is a hard question. Most comas don't last more than 2 to 4 weeks. How fast someone comes out of a coma depends on the severity of the brain damage. Joe is rated a 9 on the Glasgow Coma Scale, meaning his condition is moderate. With a rating of 11 to 15 on the Glasgow Coma Scale, the probability of recovery is high. There is, however, the possibility of him falling into a vegetative state.
Doctor, I was just visiting Joe, and I believe he's moved into a locked-in syndrome.
It's interesting that you say that, Intern Max, because yesterday I documented that he had slipped into a vegetative state. Why do you believe he's in LIS?
I swear he followed my movements across the room with his eyes, and he appears to be alert. I know with LIS, patient is completely paralyzed with the exception of the eyes.
Well, a patient in a vegetative state can also move their eyes.
It really looked like he was moving his eyes with a cognitive purpose.
I understand that, but I did a cognitive functioning test on Joe, and it showed that he demonstrated no cognitive functioning. Sorry, but Joe is not aware of his surroundings.
Man, I thought I was onto something.
Don't get down on yourself, Max. Vegetative state and LIS do have similarities, such as the presence of slow-wave sleep and the ability to move their eyes. In fact, in both states, a patient can even smile, which can be misleading. It looks like Joe will be stuck in a vegetative state. It's a miracle! Welcome back, Joe. Take your time regaining consciousness. It's normal to feel confused and frightened. It's also normal to exhibit language impairments while regaining consciousness, so no need to worry.
What will my dad have to do to be normal again?
Your dad most likely will need some therapy to regain his physical and mental skills. Since his Glasgow Coma Scale was a 9, there is a chance that he will display moderate disabilities. He can do activities on his own, but his range of activities may be slightly limited now.